Okay, good day everyone. Welcome to Philosophy Tutorial on YouTube. My name remains MEM, and for this audiovisual, I'll be taking you on research methodology. Okay, so for this short one, I'll be discussing what the concept of research is and the types of research. Okay, now when we talk about a research, we're talking about a systematic endeavor to gather information on human and societal phenomena, situations, in order to either bring out solutions, uh, assumptions, or a new body of knowledge, theories, or practical solutions to common issues. Okay, so when we talk about a research, it is not just going online to browse about the meaning of things or an information about something, or when you read in the library to understand something, you are doing research. No, research is a systematic process. Okay, and so when we say something is systematic, it takes different steps. Okay, so uh, uh, that is basically what a research is. So a research is not just gathering information or fact finding. Is a systematic process towards uh, getting knowledge that has to do with the human society, himself or herself, and the society, and what uh, the research also has to have a goal. Okay, so this is the objective of what you are looking towards to achieve by carrying out a research, and then you draw out a conclusion from the research you carry out. Okay, so now that is basically what research is. Okay, now according to lead the who defined research, he said research is a process through we achieve systematically, with the support of data, the answer to a question, the resolution to a problem, or a greater understanding of its phenomenon. So when we look at this definition, we see that research has to do with a systematic process that is step by step, and in research you collect data. Okay, well, collection of data is very important, because that is what makes it a research. Particularly, you have to get ideas, knowledge from various work, okay, to build on them, or to correct a notion, or to create a new knowledge from them. Okay, and when you do this, you are either providing an answer to questions, okay, or you are providing solution to a problem, or you are bringing a new knowledge, which is helping people have a better understanding of a phenomenon. Okay, so now the features of research are what are those things that are peculiar about uh, research that makes it a research. Okay, so even when we do not use the word research, what are those things that we see in a work and we say that okay, this thing is a research? The first thing is that every research has to do with a question or a problem. Okay, so the human is naturally inquisitive. We want to know why this is happening this way. We want to know why this is happening that way. Because why? We encounter a lot of issues on a daily basis, a lot of problems. Okay, so now we seek to find answers to those things, and in an attempt to find answers, that is when we carry out research. Okay, so one of the distinctive features of research is that it has to do with the inquisitive spirit towards questions and solutions to problems. Okay, and also research requires a clear articulation of the goal. Every research has to do with a goal. Okay, okay, so you have to have an objective of what you want to uh get when you carry out a research work. Okay, so that is very important. So, and also you have to set out your plan in carrying out the research. Okay, how do you intend to gather your data? What is the demography of the area you intend to carry out your administer your questionnaires, how do you intend to analyze your data that you received, and so on. Okay, so that is very very important too. Okay, so now uh, aside the features of what a research is, I think we have been able to understand what research is. So we will now move to the types of research. Now we have the types of research based on either the goal of the research or on the methodology of the research. Okay, so based on the goal of the research, we have the type, the fundamental type of research, and the applied type of research. Okay, so when we talk about fundamental type of research, it has to do with formulating theories on to build knowledge. Okay, so the goal of this type of research, like I said earlier, the type of research is either by the goal or by the methodology. Now, under by the goal, we have like fundamental or basic and applied. Okay, so we have those two. Now, for fundamental, you are carrying out research that to build a knowledge on a particular field of study or a synthesis on an already established position. Okay, so when you go online and you see PDFs like uh on epistemology, do you get it? Research work on epistemology. There are research work carried out to build more knowledge on epistemology. Okay, so it is different because there is already an established knowledge on epistemology. Okay, but more research are being done daily. Okay, to add to knowledge in epistemology. Okay, so that is like fundamental or basic research. Okay, so that is for fundamental. So you are carrying out a research to add to a body of knowledge. Okay, now whenever you carry out a fundamental research, for example, you made a work on uh, ideas in capitalism. Okay, so you're adding to ideas in the economic field of capitalism. Okay, now the next one is now applied. Now applied research is those research that are carried out practically to provide practical solutions to issues. Okay, so now it is not just to build knowledge but for knowledge to gather information that will have practical implication. Okay, so for example, if you uh, make a research on how to preserve cakes with other items excluding alcohol, do you get it? You are making a research that will have practical implication. Okay, so it is different from just writing a book on how to preserve cake. Do you get it? You are doing this and you are also applying it. Okay, so that is why applied research has to do with carrying out research work that has practical solutions to practical problems. Okay, so according to methodology, we have two types. We have the quantitative and the qualitative. Now the quantitative has to do with those research work that are carried out with major focus on figures and statistics. Okay, so when you carry out a research based on the attitude of voters in the 2023 election, and you are in your research work, your focus is on you are letting us know that 70% of people collected their PVC. 7 million people voted. Out of those 7 million, 5 million are youths. This has to do with figures and so on. Okay, that is quantitative research. Okay, now qualitative research has to do not really with the numbers. Okay, but the relationship between those variables. Okay, why? Okay, so if we choose that same topic like the attitude of voters in the 2023 election. Okay, why did people turn out to vote? Why did some people do not turn out to vote? Okay, so we are not talking about numbers now, we are talking about the relationship. Why did we have 70% of youth voting and 20% of the adults voting? Okay, so we are asking questions on in the relationship of these variables, okay, and not on the figures themselves, okay. So that is the difference between qualitative and quantitative research as regards methodology, okay. So that will be the end for this short tutorial. In the next one, I'll be talking about uh the philosophical and the historical research, okay. Thank you.